Guys, KP Jax here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the E-Prance Mini 0803 dash cam. So we're going to start with the unboxing. It came pretty well packaged, lots of bubble wrap. I got an SD card with it through SanDisk. Make sure you register your SD cards. Found out that mine actually comes with a lifetime warranty. So make sure you always register your equipment in case something happens and you need to get it replaced because it breaks or something else happens, it fails, because it's been known to happen with SD cards from time to time. So the box is empty, not much in it, so we're going to take a look. Take out the camera, all the rest of the equipment, USB cables, chargers, GPS mount, or just the mount depending on which model you get, and some extra 3M tape that they happen to throw in there. That you look in the bottom and you always want to find the manual. Nothing wrong with reading the manual, guys. I know most people don't read them because most equipment today is very intuitive. You just hook it up, plug and play for the most part, but just to be sure, make sure that you check it out. And back to that registering your equipment thing, when I read my manual, it actually told me to register my SD card, so make sure you read it. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the camera. On the bottom, you'll find a micro HDMI card spot and your SD card slot. On the top is the micro USB slot and an AV out. On the front you got a speaker port or a vent and the microphone. You also have an AV out on top and the power button is on the side. And when you do put your SD card in, it is spring loaded typically like most SD cards are. Now we're going to take a look at the mount unit. The mount unit comes in two versions, one with GPS logging and one without. Mine just happens to have GPS logging. It comes with 3M tape on the bottom, and if you look in the pictures or in the video, it's got a micro USB for charging for your cigarette lighter or your power port, whatever they're calling it now in vehicles. And if you take a look, there is a set of teeth that your camera actually clicks into to lock it in place within the car on the windshield. Next we have your standard micro USB cable. I think it was about 2 feet, almost 3 feet long, kind of your basic average cable. And then we get to your cigarette car charger. This thing's about 10 feet long and gives you more than enough cable to run from your cigarette lighter around your dash up to the top of your car. If you mount it in your window like I do, I always run everything in. So now that everything's unboxed, you'll see what was in there. You got the camera, the mount, an extra piece of tape, the manual, micro USB cable, and the cigarette lighter car charger. So let's look at some of the footage now. This is a video that I did just the other morning, and I was just dropping my kid off and driving my way to the office. You can see how bright this camera actually is shooting in 1080p. This was first thing in the morning, driving, not many people out, so I don't get a lot of cars here, but you can see how wide it is. He's from both sides of the street, straight down the middle of the vehicle, and it's very crisp, very clear. The camera is great when it comes to transitioning from one file to another. You have options to have your videos in 1, 3, or 5 minute clips. I choose 5 minutes, but that gets you at 1080p, gets you about 4 hours of video to a 32 gig SD card. My old camera got me about 8 hours of video to my SD card, but it was a lot less quality, just a cheap camera that I got from eBay. Now I also do like that with this camera, it actually does pick up license plates if you needed to. The whole point of me getting one of these dash cams was a lady stopped in front of me last year on my way somewhere, and she didn't have any brake lights, and she stopped abruptly, and sometimes it takes a second to realize, well, that's all it took, and rear-ended her because she had no brake lights. So that was the whole point of getting the camera, which has been great because it also catches other things you don't realize that happen during the day, or bad drivers, red light runners, or if you have to hit a branch in the road, stuff like that. So let's take a look at how it recognizes people outside of your vehicle. here I stopped for breakfast just the other morning, and right after I hit that branch, and you'll notice I checked out the front of the vehicle, and then I come back and I'm taking a look at it. There will be a comparison video at the end of this showing my old camera versus this camera and the quality of the two. So here's the comparison video. It's about a minute long, not too long, and enjoy the music by Raceski.
Would you look at that storm cloud? It's coming my way. It's hell-bent on thunder with a cold blowing rain. Me with these 2 feet of concrete and I can't seem to move. Yeah, but then there's the warmth that I feel when I feel you beside me, and all's right with the world. There's something about love that turns even the roughest of rough times into a pearl. And it's a spark from 2 bodies colliding that makes lightning run scared. Yeah, sometimes I'm just like a firefly at night, afraid of the fire, but drawn to the light. I dance in the shadows, 'cause when the sun's out, I'm too scared to move. Yeah, but then there's the warmth that I feel when I feel you beside me, and all's right with the world. There's something about love that turns even the roughest of rough times into a pearl. And it's a spark from 2 bodies colliding that makes lightning run scared.
As always, thanks for checking out the video. Like, subscribe, and I will try to be back within the next week on something else. Thanks. Have a great day.